Have you noticed your skin feeling unusually dry? Or an itch that strikes hardest right when you're trying to sleep? For no obvious reason, maybe tiny bumps have appeared that refuse to fade, or your nails are suddenly changing color and texture without explanation. Most people blame the weather, getting older, maybe stress. But what if your skin was shouting from the inside that something far more serious was going on? I'm Dr. Johnny, and today I want to show you why. In so many cases, your skin is the very first to sound the alarm when your kidneys are in trouble. Kidney disease is called the silent killer. For a reason, it moves in slowly, without pain, without obvious symptoms, until it's dangerously advanced. But here's the part most people don't realize. Your skin can start whispering warnings months, even years before any blood test ever picks them up. If you learn to read that hidden language, you can act before the damage is permanent. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through signs you may never have linked to kidney problems, clues that could be the difference between catching an issue early or facing a crisis later. Because what starts as a little dryness on the surface could be the first chapter in a much more dangerous story. I'm not talking about forgetting lotion or winter air. I'm talking about skin so rough it feels like sandpaper, so cracked it looks like sun-baked earth, so flaky it peels like fish scales. When moisturizers stop working, that's your clue. The problem isn't on the surface, it's inside. As kidneys weaken, they fail to keep a healthy balance of water and minerals in your blood. Your skin dehydrates from the inside out, creating deep, stubborn dryness that no cream can fix. People with advanced kidney disease, especially on dialysis, report this extreme dryness frequently. And here's the part most folks miss. It often begins months, even years before dialysis is ever on the table. So if that dryness keeps coming back for no clear reason, stop blaming age or the weather, switch to gentle, fragrance-free cleansers, skip long hot showers, and seal in moisture while your skin is still slightly damp. Most importantly, bring it up with your doctor so you can investigate early instead of waiting for bigger problems. Because persistent dryness isn't just a beauty issue, it's your kidneys asking for help in plain sight. And when you don't answer, the message usually gets louder as a relentless itch that won't let you sleep and pushes you to scratch until the skin breaks, which is exactly what we need to talk about next. If dryness is your skin's first whisper, relentless itching is when it starts to scream. This isn't the mild irritation from a bug bite or dry winter air. It's a deep, burning, crawling sensation that can hit anywhere: your back, arms, legs, even your scalp, and it refuses to quit. No rash, no redness, no obvious trigger, just an itch so constant it wakes you up at night, follows you through the day, and gnaws at your sanity. The reason when your kidneys can't filter waste properly, toxins build up in your bloodstream. Those toxins irritate the nerve endings in your skin, creating that unstoppable urge to scratch, as if your body is trying to claw its way out from the inside. And the more you scratch, the more damage you cause, breaking the skin, risking infections, and setting off a vicious cycle that's hard to escape. The smartest move is to fight it gently. Cold compresses, oatmeal-based lotions, breathable cotton clothing, and if it's severe, talk to your doctor about kidney-safe medication options. Because here's the truth, this itch isn't random. It's your body waving a red flag, warning that something inside is dangerously off balance, and if that warning goes unanswered, your skin will eventually start showing visible scars from the battle marks, bumps, and textures that don't fade, which is where the next, even more revealing sign begins to emerge. Relentless itching doesn't just steal your sleep, it leaves a trail of evidence written across your skin. Raw, inflamed patches, dark spots that linger, cracks that bleed, thick, rough areas that never seem to heal, and sometimes tiny hard white bumps appear, not pimples, but microscopic crystals of waste. Your body is forcing out because your kidneys can't clear them. This is no random irritation. It's the visible battleground where your skin is fighting the toxins trapped inside you. Every mark tells a story, and if you know how to read it, you'll realize these aren't just skin problems. They're warning signs of a deeper crisis in your blood and filtration system. The danger is, these changes often get mistaken for eczema, allergies, or simple irritation. So people treat them with creams and wait for them to fade, while the real cause quietly grows worse. That's why you need to track patterns. If the damage returns again and again with no clear reason, it's time to dig deeper with your doctor. Keep the skin clean, avoid harsh soaps, and protect it from further injury. But never ignore it because your skin doesn't just protect you, it communicates for you. And sometimes, its messages aren't limited to rashes or bumps. They show up in a place you look at every single day without realizing the truth: your nails, where the next silent sign may already be taking shape. While skin damage is loud and obvious, nail changes are quiet, so quiet that most people miss them completely. But your nails can be one of the earliest and clearest mirrors of what's happening inside your body. When your kidneys struggle, they can't keep your blood chemistry balanced, and that imbalance shows up in the nail bed. One of the most telling signs is the half and half nail. The top portion turns pale or white, while the bottom near the cuticle shifts to a pinkish or reddish-brown hue. It's not a style choice, it's a biological signal. Other red flags include thin, brittle nails that break easily, horizontal lines, or unusual ridges that seem to appear out of nowhere. These changes aren't just cosmetic flaws. They often point to shifts in circulation, waste buildup, and nutrient deficiencies linked to declining kidney function. And because nails grow slowly, the patterns you see today could be reflecting what's been happening inside your body for months. Take a closer look at your hands. If you notice consistent, unexplained changes, don't just file them away as aging. Bring them up at your next checkup. Catching these signs early could help you address the underlying problem before it escalates. And when your kidneys can't manage more than just waste like excess salt and water, the imbalance doesn't just change your nails. It begins to make its presence known in another, harder to ignore way: swelling that creeps in quietly, then refuses to leave. When your kidneys can't keep up, fluid doesn't just disappear, it lingers, slowly building up where it doesn't belong. This isn't the kind of puffiness you get from a salty dinner or a long flight. It's a steady, persistent swelling that creeps into your feet, ankles, hands, or even under your eyes. At first, it's subtle. Maybe your socks leave deeper marks than usual, or your shoes feel tighter by the afternoon. But over time, the swelling becomes harder to ignore. Your legs feel heavier, your rings don't fit, and your morning reflection shows a face that looks just a little too puffy. This happens because failing kidneys can't remove excess salt and water efficiently. So your body becomes like a sponge, holding on to fluid it should be releasing. The medical term is edema, but you don't need a diagnosis to know something feels off. The real danger is brushing it off as just getting older, when in reality, it may be an early-stage alarm your kidneys are sending loud and clear. If you notice this swelling often, talk to your doctor about possible causes. They might recommend lowering your sodium intake, adjusting your fluid consumption, wearing compression socks, or elevating your legs. But here's the thing: swelling is a slow wave, building quietly in the background. The next sign, however, is nothing like that. It's loud, angry, and impossible to ignore: rashes and rough, raised patches that seem to appear out of nowhere and refuse to leave. Swelling may creep in quietly, but persistent rashes make their presence known fast. We're talking about red, irritated patches that itch, burn, and sometimes merge into thick, leathery textures. They can pop up on your arms, legs, back, anywhere, and no matter how much cream you use, they keep coming back to the same spots. Why? When your kidneys are severely impaired, they can't filter toxins from your blood the way they should. With nowhere else to go, those toxins start pushing outward, and your skin becomes the escape route. This triggers inflammation that doesn't fade like a normal rash. It keeps flaring up because the root cause is inside, not on the surface. Many people mistake these rashes for eczema, allergies, or seasonal irritation, losing precious time treating the symptoms instead of the real problem. And while steroid creams or medicated lotions can bring temporary relief, the only long-term fix is addressing your kidney health. If you see this happening, keep your skin cool, avoid hot showers and harsh soaps, and use mild, fragrance-free products. But most importantly, have it checked, because by the time your skin is screaming this loud, your kidneys may be nearing a breaking point. And when that point comes, your skin can go from inflamed to something far more alarming, sudden blisters that appear without warning, signaling an internal emergency you can't afford to ignore. If rashes are your skin's loud cry for help, sudden blisters are full-blown sirens. These aren't the blisters you get from new shoes or a minor burn. They appear out of nowhere on your hands, feet, even your face, perfectly round, filled with fluid, and often painless at first, which makes them even more dangerous. In advanced kidney failure, especially in end-stage renal disease, this condition is known as uremic bully. It happens when your blood becomes so overloaded with waste that your skin literally erupts, forcing the body to push toxins out in liquid form. When that barrier breaks, infection risk skyrockets, and your skin becomes an open gateway for bacteria. The worst mistake you can make is to wait and see if they go away on their own. By the time these blisters appear, your kidneys are in crisis mode, and urgent medical attention is non-negotiable. Treatment might involve gentle cleansing, sterile dressings, and, in many cases, dialysis to clear the toxic overload from your system. Blisters like these are rare, but when they show up, they mark a critical turning point. And if the waste imbalance behind them isn't corrected, your body will find other ways to push it out, sometimes leaving behind hard, chalky lumps under the skin that carry an entirely different warning. While blisters are obvious and urgent, these lumps hide in plain sight. Small, firm bumps just beneath the skin, often near joints, fingertips, elbows, or knees. They may feel harmless at first, but they're not. These are calcium deposits, a sign that your body's mineral balance is spiraling out of control. In late-stage kidney disease, your kidneys can't properly regulate calcium and phosphorus. When these minerals build up in your blood, they start settling in soft tissues, including your skin. Sometimes, or if the skin above them breaks, they can leak a chalky white substance. It's unsettling to see, but more importantly, it's proof that your body is so overloaded. It's now storing waste where it can. These lumps might not itch or hurt like the other symptoms, but that's what makes them dangerous. They lull you into thinking they can wait, when in reality, they signal that your kidneys are at a critical tipping point. Trying to pop or drain them yourself is a big mistake. You risk infection and deeper complications. Only a medical professional can address the cause safely. Because by the time your body is pushing minerals into your skin, it's telling you one thing loud and clear: the inside is full and time is running out. And now that you know all 8 skin signs your kidneys might be crying for help, the question isn't whether you've seen them, it's whether you'll act before it's too late. Not every skin change means you have kidney disease. But if you're over 60, have high blood pressure, diabetes, or a history of kidney problems, you can't afford to ignore these signs. Your skin is more than a protective barrier. It's a mirror of your internal health, and sometimes it speaks up long before any lab result ever does. So here's my advice. Pay attention to what your body's telling you. Don't dismiss persistent dryness, relentless itching, strange nail changes, swelling, or unusual bumps as just aging. Track your symptoms, bring them up with your doctor, and make small, consistent changes, from staying hydrated wisely, eating a kidney-friendly diet, and limiting excess salt, to protecting your skin with gentle care. You deserve clarity, you deserve strength, and you deserve to live without the silent decline that kidney problems can cause when they're missed for too long. If this video helped you in any way, Save it so you can come back to it whenever you need a reminder. Share it with someone you care about, because you never know who might be seeing these signs right now. And make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell. We release clear, doctor-backed videos every week to help you protect your kidneys, boost your overall health, and stay strong naturally and safely. Your body is wiser than you think. All you have to do is listen.